What is up, my TTC friends? This is the Missouri Kid. Sitting here comfortably in first place in the SEC East for now. Actually, check that. Not comfortably. Mizzou got a tough game this week at Ole Miss. Ole Miss is on a 4-game winning streak. Not a lot of hate for them. I don't know if there's anyone on here from the TTC from Ole Miss, so I'm not going to show some hate for them. I know I did early on with Indiana. But then again, I realized when we got to Arkansas State that, hey, no one's on here to fuck it. Anyway, James Franklin is back, baby! Thank you, Matty Mock, for your services. You played well. Not great, but well. Good enough to win 3 games, beat a below-average Tennessee and Kentucky team. It's hard to tell what Florida is right now. I mean, against South Carolina, they look pretty good. Defensively, especially, but then against Mizzou and some other teams, they just look like dog shit. So it's hard to get a good read on them. They're 4-6, and I guess what Bill Parcells says your record are, you are what your record says you are. So they're 4-6, and then you lost to South Carolina in a game which you didn't get enough credit for, I guess, because they didn't really have Matty Mock do much, but. Hey, we lost. We got to win out. Ole Miss brings a very talented freshman class. Good quarterback in Bo Wallace. Very much. Bo Wallace is a good test before Johnny Manziel, I believe. Because Bo Wallace is maybe as elusive as Johnny is, but he's about the same. He's about the same. He's a bigger guy. He doesn't throw as well. Obviously, he's not a Heisman winner. He's not a Heisman contender, but he's a good quarterback. Michael Sam. Shane Ray, Coney Ealy, Marcus Golden really need to be on their game on containing the edge. And our cornerbacks need to shut down their very good wide receivers. But where I think, again, where we have the advantage is their cornerbacks suck. And I believe our wide receiver core is one of the tops in the country. With Marcus Lucas, DGB, LaDainian Washington, Jimmy Hunt, Josie, Murphy, all our running backs, fucking Hansbrough, Darius White, Jaleel Clark. I almost said Jaleel White. Did I do that? Jaleel White. Anyway. Just Bud Sasser. I mean, these guys have all caught passes and caught touchdowns for the most part. I think everyone does except for Clark. And even tight ends, Eric Waters and Sean Culkin have had solid seasons on the reception standpoint. So, I mean, I don't think they can shut down all of our guys. They don't have the height, first of all, to catch up with Lucas, to match with Lucas and DGB and all those guys. And I don't think they have the talent or the speed. Their front sevens, it's all right. Denzel Kimdichie, I think he's playing in this game, I'm not sure. Robert Kimdichie, obviously being the number 1 overall prospect. He's pretty good at the end. Justin Britt will probably have a lock-up against him. Justin Britt quietly is making himself to an all-SEC. He's graded above an 80, pretty much, I think, in every game. And he shut down Clowney for the most part in South Carolina. South Carolina beat us, but he really neutralized Clowney better than anyone in the country this year. So he's having a great year. Hopefully he can lock up on Kimdichie and our middle guys, Copeland, who's up for I forget what award it is, but for the best guard in the country. Bame for the Outland Trophy. They can lock up some of these guys, and we get the running holes going, which has made Mizzou successful. Mizzou's been successful. They've been able to run the ball very well. South Carolina they did, but it was kind of limited. So I predict Mizzou will win this game. This is a good test before. If we can win this game, this is a good test for A&M. If we can win this game, next week in Columbia will be the biggest game in Mizzou history at Mizzou. There was a game against Kansas a few years ago. I don't know if y'all remember. We were number 4. They were number 2. We beat them. We shot up to number 1. That was probably the biggest game in Mizzou history. And then we lost to Oklahoma in the fucking title game. But it's a big game for bowl aspirations for both teams. And I believe Mizzou coming off a bye. I mean, Ole Miss kind of had a bye too. They played Troy. We can win this game. And I believe they will. Somewhere around the range of 31-27, 31-24. Something like that. It's going to be a close game. I don't believe it'll be as high scoring, like in the 40s, because I think Ole Miss's defense is better than what teams give them credit for. And I think our defense is pretty good. I think we're one of the top 3 defenses in the SEC, with an Alabama and with... Shoot, I really don't know whose defense is really good in the SEC besides Alabama's. Maybe a Florida. I mean, Florida struggled recently. But I really do think we win this game, and it'll be a good test before... I'll be in Columbia next week for this A&M game. I cannot tell you how exciting it is right now to be a Mizzou Tiger fan. We are this close to making it to Atlanta. First shot at Alabama. This is the season of redemption, and I think they're doing a good job. Thanks, guys, for watching. Subscribe to my channel. Subscribe to the rest of these guys on the TTC. I'm the only Mizzou guy on here. Got to rep this team every week. Last week was a bye week. Yeah, I don't care. All right, anyway, good luck to all your teams this week except Ole Miss. To Ole Miss, I say fuck you. But everyone else, good luck. Florida, Georgia's out of the SEC East contention. South Carolina plays like Coastal Carolina. Oh, South Carolina, real quick. You play my friend Dalton Demos this week with the shit to clears. He's a quarterback. Don't beat him up too bad. I love that kid. Anyway, well, not really. I just know him pretty well. Anyway, MIZ, ZOU, go Tigers.